Greetings everyone, welcome to Chess Advanced, and this game was played entitled Tuesday, and here with the white pieces we have Maxim Ivanikov, Candid Master, and with the black pieces we have Magnus Carlsen. No introduction needed, so without further ado, let's start with this game. Here with the white pieces we have e4, but e6 by Magnus, going for the French defense, d4 and d5, and we have the unfortunate exchange variation e captures, and just knight to f3, and we have knight to c6, but just bishop to d3, and we have knight to b4, just Magnus just completely trolling his opponent. Here bishop to e2 was played, but now Magnus goes for bishop to f5. I mean, this is just unnecessary. I mean, this is just bullying. So here just knight to a3 was played, the only move, and here knight to f6. And here after c3, now you play this knight to c6 back, and here just castles. And here bishop to a, bishop captures on a3, b captures and just castles. And here bishop to d3 was played, bishop captures, queen captures, and now here just h6, not allowing any bishop jumps, and you'll have a hard time. Not a hard time, maybe you can just develop it here, which will exactly what we'll see in the game. Here just rook to b1 first, here targeting that weak pawn, but the only way to defend it is just b6. So here just bishop to f4. Now with this b6 you've also opened up this, so when the rook moves, when you try to develop those pieces, you're going to have to be careful about those moves. Here rook to e8 was played, but now just h3, now not allowing any knight jumps in the future. Here queen to d7, but just rook left to e1, and now we see a trade, rook captures, and here just rook to e8. And if you look at this position, the position is pretty much drawish. I mean, there is nothing you could do. You could try and imbalance a little. You can go here, but with the knight here, you're just not getting anything. And here, even with if you get this knight here, which seems like maybe a logical choice, but when there's a trade happening, first you want to trade the piece, and then that's when you want to get that knight into the game and get that pawn or bishop captures him, because here the best move is just rook captures. And here after knight captures, now you play this a4, and after queen to e6, you'll probably get this knight back to d2, just removing the knight. Maybe you'll have a chance of pushing that pawn, but here after knight to a5 and just queen to a6, now challenging those pawns, just king to f8 and just king to h2. You have to secure your king as well first, because if this bishop moves anywhere along the protection of this would have been very much deadly. So here after knight to c6, you'll play this bishop back to g3, and here g5, and both players will have equal chances, and with equal material it's most likely would have been a draw. But in Title Tuesday you never see draws. I mean, barely there will be any draws. But here after rook to e8, CM decided to mix it up, and he plays this, Maxim decided to mix it up, and he played this knight to e5, but this just does not work, and it gives Magnus a little bit of an edge, and Magnus mostly is able to convert this. So will he be able to convert it this time? Because here knight captures on e5 was played, d captures, best moves, and here just queen to e6. And now here just queen to a6 was played, the only move. As I told you about that, you have to be careful about those pawns. Here knight to e4, just getting that knight on a beautiful square, but here just queen caps on a7. We have c5 first, just protecting that pawn, and here just protecting that pawn and also pushing on the center. Maybe you'll have to get the rook there. Maybe you'll be able to create a pass pawn, and you'll have great game. Here a4, but just now queen to f5, and here bishop to g3 was played, just asking Magnus if he wants to trade this beautiful piece for this not so doing anything piece, but Magnus agrees to it surprisingly. Here knight captures, here f captures, but just queen to g3, queen to d3, and here rook to f1. And here just rook to f8 was played, but we have just queen caps on b6, and now Magnus is in a lot of trouble, because there is only here queen caps on c3 was played, but this just completely blunders the game, because I'm gonna ask you to pause the video and try to find this beautiful move that Magnus missed. So have at it. So congratulations to everyone who's able to find this move, and the beautiful move in this position is e6. And the only idea that it works is because you cannot capture. If you capture, then this all hell breaks loose, because queen captures comes with the check. You're gonna have to move anywhere, and when you do, you just lose the rook. So Magnus, seeing that, here played this queen to e3 check, king to h2, but now just king to h7 was played, but this just completely blunders it further. As you can see in the engine bar here, the best move here would have been just f5, and here after queen to d6, now you play this rook to e8, and after queen caps on d5, now you play this queen caps on e6, and you don't want to trade here, obviously, when you're better, and you just want to capture that pawn. So here after rook to f8, now you play this rook to a5, rook to f7, a4, h5, and after rook to f4, now all you want to do is just get your queen and king, get your queen and rook nicely aligned, and here just try and just push those pawns. Here after a move like queen to e7, just cutting off this 7th rank, but now what you want to do is just ask for a queen trade, and if black obliges, you're just in a completely winning position, and if not, slowly but surely you're going to exchange the queens. You'll have a very nice time, because you'll have very nice passed two double passed a pawns, and here black has nothing. I mean, he cannot even get the king into the game, because if he even tries to do that, and if white is able to exchange the rooks, I mean, it's just completely over. So here king to h2 was played, and king to h7 was played, but now just comes to caps on f7, and this is completely losing because here king to g8 was tried, but now just e7, and now here rook to e8, queen to d8, but now rook caps on d8, and Maxime brings a new queen into the game, and here d4 was tried by Magnus pushing, but it's absolutely unnecessary here because here just queen to f6 was played, and it was on this move on move 33 that Magnus Carlsen designed the game, and Maxime got this spectacular victory against the best rated player in the world in just 33 moves. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll be coming back with such amazing games, so stay tuned for that.